Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Joe, it's good to see you. Hope everything's going well. I caught and watched some of the replay of Dana's deal, and I keep forgetting. I got to remind myself that they're doing their thing on Sundays, I believe. And then hi to Ann. They're probably already gone, but thanks, Ann. If you watch this back, Nikki. Always good to hear from you. And Joe and Logan, I wish I was soon. I'm going to do what I'm going to call the build out, which is the guy's coming. He's coming actually this morning to clean the 5 air conditioners here in the house, deep cleaning them. And then he's supposed to install the air conditioner if the guy is still working out there. He's laying tile, and so I don't know if he'll get to do that today or not. It'll probably be tomorrow. So they were behind, I guess, a little bit. So he painting, a door needed to be hung. In case anybody's interested, I paid an extra $5,000 for the door that's underneath the stairs. I don't know if you could see it. Anyway, $150,000. So what is that? What's today's about 34, right? The bot, 4,400 delivered to the property. You probably couldn't even get a contractor to come out and even look at the site for $4,000. It's unbelievable. Hey Jay, how you doing? So I'd say finish saying hi, Tommy J. Who else is here? Who did I miss? Earth Camper, how you doing? Good morning to you. Glad you could make it. And who else is here? Ryan's here too. Hey, Ryan. So, yeah, I mean, for that deal, that picture with the thumbnail on there, that building, and if you haven't watched the video, you don't really get to, it's just a box. I mean, it's just 3 meter by 4 meter. So I'll put my desk in there, have a little green screen, have a little, I want to put a separate shelf for all my koi stuff, separate shelf for all my, my stuff for YouTube, and probably a 55-inch television, maybe a little couch. And I'm thinking about getting those beds that actually go up against the wall that are yay thick. What do they call them? Somebody enlighten me that is educated on there's a name for them. The ones that pull down, just in case somebody comes and we need an extra bed or something. So it should be fun. I'll put a ceiling fan, I think, in also. And then up on the top deck, we still got to build the top for that. I could have ordered it with the top, but just in case you guys don't know, he's about halfway done with the first 5K. And the way I say first 5K is because I'm going to put it another 5K. I pretty much decided that, even if it cuts 3,000 or 4,000, my bill's $12,000, my electric bill. So I got the battery. I paid for everything. It's the first one's going to cost me about $175,000 with one 48 volt 200 amp hour battery, which I want 2 of those for each system. And that should give me he's putting the panels on the roof today if it doesn't rain. Like it's been raining like late afternoon. Um, 550 watt panels. Each one of them it's actually 6.5 kW is what it's rated for. But I think the building's the little man cave deal is going to be awesome. Hey Tony, how you doing? Murphy bed. Didn't seem I knew Logan. Logan's on top of it. Thank you, sir. Hello everyone. Not staying long. Watching baseball. Okay, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. So I'll get a video going on that actually this afternoon. I'll incorporate the top of the fence deal, where if you saw the building being lowered down, they're finishing that metal around there, and then I think we're going to put little solar lights on top of each of the poles, going all the way around the back. They're like, I don't know, $15 each or something. I have to get a size. I'll look at that today. They built it'll look black in the video, but it's all steel 4x4 posts over the 2,000 liter, the 2,000 liter tanks. There'll be two more on top of that. I bought a submersible pump, and instead of doing the 50,000 to put a solar pump and all that in there, well, it actually would have been less. 50,000 for the whole thing would have been about 30,000 or something. Anyway, using all that money and just going completely solar. I did try to get a hold of Paul, and I don't know, man. I will get a hold of him eventually and see what he thinks about this PSI system and stuff. But he's doing an awesome job. He's bringing a new main in from the street, a pole, so that I can bring a separate down back to the building, and he's bringing all the wire over to all the panels and batteries and everything is actually going to be in the laundry room, pretty much outside. It's completely enclosed, but outside. And yeah, so I'm hoping for the best. The solar people are telling me between 3,000 and 4,000 baht for each system. So if that's the case, the kids were here, we were 12. I'm saying if the kids aren't here, maybe 10. So if I can get my bill where I'm paying 1,000 baht a month, I'll jump and do dances for everybody for that. Any ideas for the name of the room? No. Anybody can suggest what they want to. People wanted to name the truck too. So by all means, give me suggestions. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm really into this solar thing. Still looking forward to I want to get the trailer here so I can get it going. I'm jonesing for that. Because it's going to take me, once it gets here, of course, I'll probably do videos on the trailer, setting it up, putting the stuff inside it. Got to take the truck over, get the hitch and stuff put on, and then go. And like I said, the first place we'll go out to Ubon and spend me and Nitnoy and spend 2 days camping and trying it all out at the Ubon property. According to what the uncle said, I haven't been there for a while. If you saw the last video, all those walls and interconnecting all the posts were complete. They look like about 2 foot tall. It's all filled in with dirt. They're watering it down and compacting it. And I'm gathering this week they'll be pouring the concrete slab and then start laying block. They'll have a little bit of plumbing and stuff in the under the slab. Shouldn't be a bunch. Yeah, so I don't know. He's saying anytime before the end of the year. The guy's giving himself plenty of time, which is fine with me. I'm not in any rush to get there and do it. Thank you very much. Glad you could make it. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. As always, the bungalow. There you go. Yeah, it's I can't wait, man, because I can do whatever I want. I have all this stuff and put in some nice shelving and stuff. And when my mother-in-law got, bless her heart, she tries to straighten stuff out, but there's a method to my madness. And when the stuff gets moved, it screws with that. So I'll have shelves for all my medications and stuff. Like I know that I saw 3 fish in the pond that are got some kind of reddening at their tail, they're going to need injections and cleanup and stuff like that. So I can do that. I'll put a table in there with a stainless steel, so I can put them down in and keep it. I'm stirring my coffee and keep everything clean. Hey, you made it. How you doing, Craig? And then I'm hoping after going there camping, to get back to my previous ramble, I'm going to try to head Craig's way and, mooch in on some of his property and do a little camping. I'd like to go to that spot that I think it's family land where you actually put up that tent on the creek there that you did a bunch of drone stuff with. But we'll talk before then. We haven't met yet. So might get there and he might look at me, God, the guy's an asshole. I don't want him around. But let's hope not. So I'm hoping to do that and then get over. And I know Jake's heading back to the States. I think he said he'll be back in springtime. I meet up with him and Ron's over that way. And who else is over there? Somebody else is over that way too. So we'll all get together, I hope. And that'll be my longest little trip. I'm not going to rush anywhere, man. I'm too old to rush. And I'm retired. What do I need to rush for? Plenty of adventures waiting. Cool. I'll try to teach you how to go. Yeah, I'm going to pay you 400 baht for the day, and you're going to go wherever I point my finger and try to do what I'm explaining to you to do. You're in, I don't know. I'm not in great shape. You're having fun. I can tell doing it, which is great. I wish I could. I won't. And I did work on the Himalaya. I put the CT. I put most of the bolt-on stuff on there. It's all bolt-on stuff. And the Himalaya I did too. I just put a bar that's going to hold the GPS, and that same bar also going out towards the front. The bar's inside the windscreen. On the outside holds the rock guard for the front headlight. So I did that yesterday, and then it started pouring rain. I got a couple other little things to do. I got some tooled tubes that are like pieces of PVC, but better, that I'm going to mount on there to hold my wife's sneaking. And it should be all done in a couple of days. I just got to get out. But I am doing that. But as far as anything else, like I'm saying, taking it in to get I'm not going to do the camera or any electrical. I've got hold on, I lost my YouTube. There we are. I'm going to, I'm not going to do the cameras. I'm not going to do anything electrical. I'm going to let them, Honda or whatever, I decide to do it. Because, like I said, I'll show you it's a 5-inch screen. It's got a shade over it. But what I like about it, it's got that ball mount. I forget what they call it. It's what everybody's using. It's a hard, almost rubber ball that clamps and you can move it to any position. Well, what's kind of cool about this is it's got one hardwired connection to a connector that goes to it to power it up. And what it is it's an Apple Play, same thing. It works off your phone. It's weatherproof, of course, and all that. So you use your GPS and put it there, and you play your music and everything through it just like you would in your car, if you're familiar with Apple Play or the other one, the Google one. But what I like about it is I can buy the extra mounts and put one on the Forza, one on the Himalaya, and one on the CT 125. And there's also a separate power cable that connects to the same waterproof connector that just goes into a USB. I've already got a USB on the Forza, and on the CT, I think I'm going to put this one also, and then I'm going to hardwire a direct connect on the Himalaya. So I can use the same screen. I can't ride all three of them at one time. I wish I could, but I just take it off go like this, put it on, screw it on, and it's done. So 30 seconds to move it from bike to bike. So I'm hoping once I get it on there, it was $130, $60, $90, $130. And I'll let you know how it works and stuff. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube about them. I looked it up. They're all different names. They're all China made, and they're all the exact same one. So, for that kind of price, so I get 3. It works out good. And I don't know if maybe Logan might, you might want to check that out too. I don't know. For that price, I don't know if you're worried about getting turned around backwards out there. Most of it's flat land, right? So you pretty much got line of sight. But anyway, kind of cool to have something like that, especially where I'm going to be going. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Are you no longer a teacher? Are you over here in Surin? I haven't talked to you in a while. Paul is starting up, and we'll probably have Paul on when he gets going here. He's going to be doing I'll let him explain it. Working with doing a bunch of charity type stuff. So he's been working. You can correct me too. I think 10, 12 years you've been teaching here in Thailand. Hey, Jack. Hey, Ralph. How you doing? Glad you could make it. Thanks for stopping by. So the gist of it for the people that are just popping in is, if you saw the latest video, the room is there. The guy's in there. He has to lay tile and painted. He's got about, he's been here all day yesterday, that half a day when he was there before. He probably got today, he'll probably be done. And then I've got air conditioning guy coming in there. And then, of course, I'll do a video on the inside of it. And I think I'm going to put in a little sink, like I said earlier, a new desk, either wall shelves or, I'm going to make it nice inside there. TV, I'll probably spend a lot of time. If I don't get kicked out of the house, a lot of people are saying that. It's my personal doghouse. I'm digging more post holes this morning. Oh, you're amazing. Yeah, I rambled past that. My point was on the other one, to do the camera, do all the electrical, oil changes, stuff like that. For me to sit outside and sweat for 300 baht, and that includes oil and a filter, it's not worth it. For what is that, $369? I just and it's I like to spread a little bit of money around. Hey, James, how you doing? Hey, Sampit, Kenny. I imagine you guys watch together, right? Or do you? Is it just Kenny, or is it just Sampit? Anyway, if you guys aren't subscribed, hey, and expat Paul, how are you? If you're not subscribed, if you want to check out, if you're watching this channel for house building, moving to Thailand, that kind of stuff, that's what their channel's about. So by all means, subscribe. And to Paul's channel. He does a lot of stuff around Bangkok. Food stuff, mostly, I think, huh, Paul? A little bit of anything. Just Kenny. Okay, Kenny. Yeah, so the stuff, I'll go over it quick because we bumped up, got a lot of people coming in real quick. The Ubon property, all the walls are built, tying all those concrete posts together. Those 2-foot high walls are now filled in with dirt, compacted, watered down, compacted, getting ready for a slab this week. Then they'll be going right into, there'll be plumbing and electrical, a little bit, I imagine, in the slab. And then they'll be going to putting up block. The block's already there. Block's already paid for. I think I'm going to meet my 1.5. It's going to be damn close. And that might even include a little couch, a TV, and a dining room table and a few beds. So we'll see how that works out. But hey, Justin, how you doing? Where are you? Yeah, I can get that. I'll have to find out from my wife, but I will definitely do that. I probably should have been ready with that. And in case you weren't here, I got an extra door under the stairs in this 3. It's actually 3x4, but with the stairs, it's 4.8. So the stairs are a little bit under a meter wide. Was 155. So about 150,000, which is, what did I figured it out earlier. I already screwed it up. I can't remember what I did then. 4,400 at 34 to the US dollar. So I mean, like I was saying, I mean, you can't build in here and getting it. It wouldn't even with me getting Thai people to do it, didn't make sense for this building I've been waiting for. But I will definitely I will definitely do that. Global Broadcasting Center. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Tony. That's a good idea. But so everything's going good out in Ubon, and we'll probably go back out there. I don't know if we'll go out here next weekend or out there next weekend, but after that. Since I changed over to doing the whole house, solar, 6.5 kW, 10 panels, 550 watt a panel, and I bought a 48 volt 200 amp hour battery. I'll probably buy another one, and I think I'm going to put in another set. It was originally, I was going to put in the one, see how much I saved, but I know how much I'm going to save. I'm going to save 3,000 or 4,000 baht a month, and why not double it? Because I can build the second one, and I'll probably build it out of these Chinese panels, and we'll see if they're any good. They're supposed to be okay. What it is that my wife found a place. I think they're 550 watt, but they're two-sided. And they're brand new panels, but one side like has a defect or something in them. The other side is perfect and operates, and they're like a third of the cost. So to try them out, maybe I have to replace all of them. I don't know. So to get that and do that, then I found another source for a batteries that'll be cheaper. So this system's probably going to cost me about 165, 170,000. The second system, another 6.5 kW, is going to cost me about $130,000, 130,000. So which I don't know about the payback, and I'm not really concerned about all that. My main thing is that once I'm dead and gone, she's going to be set, but getting hit with 12,000 baht electric bills, which she won't if the Farang isn't here turning on all the flipping air conditioners. I got the kids pretty much spoiled too. So more for that. And plus I like the idea of, man, this is free. Like when I was out there, when I did that video in Ubon, there's some free water just flowing all over the place, So I like that idea, and I think it's a good idea, and a lot of people are doing it. Hey, Internet Monster, how you doing? Pre-built, yeah, and they make them. They actually, I drove when we were actually driving out to go look at this one to order it, whatever it was, a month and a half, 2 months ago. Right up the street, not 3 minutes from my house, a guy was setting up a small place building. They're all over the place, and like I said, they're reasonable. That one there was under $4,500 US delivered, and the guy's still out there. He'll be here for 2 days finishing up, and he's doing a bang up job. And from what he told me he told my wife, he's the one that built that whole deal. When he needed a hand to do the heavy stuff, he would get a hand, but he basically did everything. All the electrical, he's doing the tile now. He finished the electrical yesterday, did the painting, put the wood on it. I mean, he did the whole deal. So, I think it's a way to go. If you have a place here, I think it's the only way to go. You can build stuff, obviously. You got the 4x4 heavy duty rack that went in over the 2-liter or the 2,000-liter water tanks. Still putting in the other two. I bought a submersible pump, now just a regular one, not solar and all that kind of stuff with the panels and everything, because the whole house is going to be solar. So I'm gonna find out. Somebody else asked about that too. I'm gonna have my wife do it. If I don't get it up in here, I'll put it up in a short, or on the next live stream I'll have it on there. Drop by or leave something in the comments. Send me the link or something like that, and I'll put that together. I should have been more on top of it, but as I classify myself, I'm the worst YouTuber in Thailand. Yeah, a lot of them, Ralph, and that isn't a bad idea either. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways to do it. Knockdown. Yeah, you know what? I that's what I call it, I guess. It's not like the wooden ones that they come and actually build it, on site like they did on Craig's. But I mean, it's still a knockdown. They just build it there and then throw it on the back of a truck. And I was really surprised. I wasn't ready for it to be a crane truck and all in one deal. But it was pretty funny because, and I kept on threatening to show it. Is this the one? Yes. That's the deal. They didn't. I threatened to show it. I think on the video. They their battery went dead in the truck. They came out and they didn't get here till like midnight, and they didn't want to come and bother us, so they stayed at the a gas station parking lot. But basically, I don't know if you guys can you see that? So it comes with the jumper cables. It comes with an air pump, and this is the battery that jumped that big diesel truck. And I've done it on our diesel truck without a battery in the diesel, and it fired it up. Now this one here is kind of weak. I have a white one that was actually cheaper, but it was just by itself. That this one went down to 2 lines after I don't know how many times they tried to start that truck, but I think this is a must. It was this thing right here was like 800 baht, so it was like $20. And this one I'm going to put under the back seat of the new truck, and I have them in all my scooters, and I got the daughter one for the Suzuki. I think it's a must, especially on the scooters. I got them in all my scooters. In fact, my Honda, my Forza, I've been waiting. I went to 3 Honda dealerships the other day when I bought the CT 125, and all three of them, no one had a battery for a 2021 Forza 350. I don't know. So I've had that. All I did is under the seat, I just clamped that same size, about the size of your phone, and clamped it on there and driving it whenever I want to. I go out there and start it up. It starts right up, everything. So I got to go get a battery put in. But I think they're a must, and an air pump too. Especially out here, you don't want to get caught on the side of the road. I don't know if Maui has it. Did you see that little kid I had there, Maui? I don't have that particular one in my Forza, but I've got a separate air pump and a battery booster, whatever you want to call it, jumper, the small one in the Forza. But I think it's like I said, I think it's an absolute must here in Thailand to have. I bought one for jumping the bikes when I come back from the States. Oh, when they sit for a while. I was thinking about getting a tender and stuff, but I got so many. I don't know if you guys have seen these deals, but they're almost like a capsule. You ride your bike into it. The front wheel goes right in to the deal. I don't even think you got to put down a stand. And then you get out, and it's like a wheel. It's like wide and rounded. And the half of it goes up. You drive it in. You get off the bike. You pull it down, and it completely encapsulates the bike. So I might check into those because I could put a couple of them where the Suzuki is right now in the front of the house. And I'd at least like to get 3 of them for mine. I'm horrible. My wife doesn't ride her scooter anymore, so that's it. So the only actual other one that we use would be my father-in-law's, the one I gave him. Let's see. That's impressive for being so. Yeah, I mean, it baffled me the first time I did it because the white one is about the size of this, but about twice as thick, and turned it right over. No battery, no nothing. Just hooked it up to the that's that D-Max, the older one we have. So I think it's a definite must if you're coming here for like this kid here, especially in a car. It doesn't take up that much room. And it's 800 baht. I think I paid for it. I can go back and look for sure. See, a good YouTuber would have had all this information. I'm just the worst. Should I like it's raining money over there. Yeah, it has been, but it's pretty much stopped now. The condo they won't let you have a really heavy duty cover. Yeah, I bought 2 of them, and the how many do we have? The 4 cat babies that we had. They just love to just get underneath and just rip the living crap out of the covers. So and the cats aren't going anywhere. So I'm just thinking about it. And they weren't really that expensive. I got to go find them. They were all over Facebook for a while. Now I'll have to search the internet. But I can understand the condo not doing. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Glad you can make it, brother. But yeah, so that's the gist. Solar going in. I'll be doing a video at least partially. What I'll probably do is a video on the upper metal on the fence that they just completed or almost complete. The tank deal where they're putting built the big heavy duty steel stand for the extra 2,000-liter water tanks. So I'll have 4,000 liters. They're putting in a submersible pump, and then I'll give you a little pre-deal on the. He does clean work, man. He's bringing, like I said, a new main in, big ass deal in all the way into that room, and then he's bringing all the wires from the electrical panel in there. He's got the raceways, and he does clean work. So I'll get you a little video on that, and I'll try to put out a video maybe today or tomorrow. Maybe I can get them to. I won't go crawling the roof, and I can't put. I wish I could put the drone up, but I'm too close to the little local airport. DJI won't. I might try it again, just to get an aerial, and then we'll start work on the man cave broadcast studio. Who said that? Was that and start getting that ready. But like I said, the guy's going to come this morning to clean. What do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 air conditioners, deep clean them, where he pulls them and puts the bag and does all that. And then in the afternoon, he was going to put. I bought a 12,000 BTU. When I bought all the air conditioners for Ubon, I got a good deal on an Hitachi, I think it is. So I want him to put that in there. It's a 1 ton, 12,000 BTU. And but I don't know. This guy might not be done. You can hear him out there. That sounds like a cutting tile to me. But I think he's got to do that. But he's pretty close to being done. And then the top of that, I want to put in a bar type deal with a sink and maybe a little refrigerator, because it's going to be covered. And then lights, fans, table, chairs. It's not that big. It's 3 meters by 4 meters. So it'll be enough a barbecue. It'll be enough to get, 6, 8, 10 people up there and have a barbecue and cook up some bird or some yard bird, we used to call it, but chicken or whatever. So I'm going to get a barbecue too. So they aren't horribly expensive. 2,500 baht for the little smoker thing, but I'm sure it's like this thin and maybe I'll outlive it. I doubt it, but I don't know. But it's not that bad. I might look for another one too. Let's see. What did Ralph say? A small shelter. Or 2 what? Steady for Thailand. Yeah, I don't know. I thought they looked pretty cool. And it looked like it would keep it. Because even with the cover on it, like I said, the cats come up and, I don't know, it's a pain in the ass. You're okay. Less than 90 meters. Plenty of low regulations. Yeah, I don't know. I tried to do it and it wouldn't let me. Because, I don't know, DJI they've got their own program. If you're in a no-fly area, it won't let you fly. But I'll try it again. It would be nice to get an aerial view of the property. And I'd say I'm pretty well packed. Now you go back in that backyard and I couldn't have fit any more shit back there, that's for sure. But it actually, I thought the room was really going to make it kind of claustrophobic, but it doesn't. You still got plenty of room to walk in front of the filters because I have to service those filters. And around the back, I mean, you're not going to play football or anything back there, but it turned out better than I thought, put it that way, as far as cramming, the 10 pounds of what in a 5-pound bag. Hey, Randy, how you doing? If you're broadcasting from no, not yet. He's still putting tile and painting. He should be done today. Just kidding. I know it's still selling on the counter. Yeah, it sat right down. Now, if you saw in the video, my wife was saying, "Oh, they said it's not the right size," and I said, "Bullshit! I laid it out. I know that it'll fit, and it fit perfect." Actually, we could have went. It didn't need to stick out that far, but it's actually going to work out. It's about hanging over between the front of the building and the pond. It's got about, yeah, and I'm going to have them cut that down because it's about that high, and me with my knees and my back, it's just about that much too high for me to comfortably step up. So I'm going to have Tune cut a section in front of the door down about that much, so it'll only be about that high instead of that high. If you get my drift, it'll be a little two-tiered step in there. So that worked out, but it was close. I mean, it's right on the edge of the slab. But I did it that way. That's why I had to make sure that I wanted all the way up against the stairs have to be all the way up against that wall because it's not square, in that back corner. The back wall is kicked out, so there's room back there where I'm probably going to put another water tank. I don't know why I'm getting fanatical on the water, but I'm probably going to put a rain gutter on there, and I'm going to try to fill it with the rain gutter and let my wife use that with a little. You can buy little water pumps for 1,000 baht, 1,200 baht, and let her use that to water the gardens and shit, and see how that goes. Hey, honey Bree, how are you? Glad you could make it. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know if you have a channel or not. Do you have a channel? If somebody wants to put up for your channel, I got no problem with that. Everybody's saying hi. Let's see. What's Ralph saying? They do look cool, but Thai standards require to have a separate tarp for each bike. Each one different color. That's what he was laughing about. All right, I guess I just have to read stuff, right, Ralph? I have. Let's see. I have to admit, I got a little bit nervous with the building being lowered down from the crane and yeah, I know. Did you see the guy in the truck, man, holding back the wires and stuff? I mean, I don't know. Did I put that in there? I hope I did. That was the biggest thing. This guy he was standing on the top of the building, and as the truck was maneuvering itself around, he just grabbed all three of those wires and held them up so that they could pull the truck under the wires. I hope I put that in. I think I did. I don't know, man. I got to look at it again. The worst YouTuber. All right, so they are so. Yeah, so by all means, if somebody could. Oh, there it is. Logan put it up there. Thank you, Logan. Appreciate it. But yeah, it was something to see. And then he got stuck. He saw the guy. And what did he charge me? They charged me $30 to pull him out then, and then he took my scooter, my Scoopy, and rode it to his house. He's like the Ampure, is that what they're called? And that's the guy my wife had called. And then said, can I take the scooter and go home until he's getting ready to leave, and if he gets stuck again, I'll just leave the tractor here. So that's what he did. He tried to pull out, and what they did was he sat on the road, took the building off, put it over, then got stuck, and then got pulled up, grabbed it, moved it over again, pulled forward, moved it over again, and then set it in place. So it worked out pretty good. And of course, he kept the truck running the whole time because of the battery. Hi, Outspoken. How you doing again? If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm scratching. So those are the major deals. The building, there'll be a video coming out on the build out on that. I'm going to try to do on the other three things and finishing the backyard is that metal top around the fence, the big 4x4 metal post structure over the two 1,000 liter tanks that I'm putting 2 more 1,000 liters up on top of, a new well pump, submersible pump going down the well, and 6.5 kW of solar, which should be done in the next 2 or 3 days. And then I'm going to do another one, I think. So I'll have, 13 kW of solar, and let's try to knock the hell out of that 12,000 baht a month electric bill. Dave, you can log into DJI account and unlock. Oh, really? Okay. Thank you. You know more than I do about it. I haven't flown the Mini in a long time. I will definitely check that out. Thanks, Craig. Appreciate it. That was impressive seeing the tractor. But yeah, and it was yeah. It only took a few seconds. It's amazing with that. What is that? It's a Kubota, I think. They're big here too, but they've got a lot of international. They got everything here, pretty much in Thailand, from home anyway. Home, I'm talking about the U.S. Hi, Nanette. How you doing? Glad you could make it. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you're not subscribed to the Trailer Trash Thailand, it's we're getting close to. Let me see. Do I have it up here? No, I don't. Let me pull it up real quick. I think we have close to a 100 subscribers. I did do a live stream on there explaining what's going to be going on, and let me pull it up. Come on, there we go. 94. We lost one. I think we had 95. So anyway, if you are interested in that kind of stuff, by all means, please come over and take a look at it. Once I get the trailer and all that going, I'll be putting up a lot of content, and this is never going to stop. So even if I'm out doing that, I will do a live stream out in the middle of nowhere from the trailer, and that again has 1,000 watts of panels completely covering the roof of the. I think it's 20 foot, 19 foot, whatever that trailer is. And I bought an extra battery, so I've got enough to run the 24 volt air conditioner for 15, 16 hours. So as long as I'm getting some sunshine, I'll have the 2200 watt generator. I don't need electricity. I can be wherever I want. I just can't go without air conditioning, which ain't gonna happen. Is Andy here? Hey, Andy, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well, my friend. Let me finish my coffee so I can drink some cold stuff. Get ready. That is cold. All right. So, yeah, so that's the gist. I'll do a breakdown on the building. I will try to, if anybody wants to know the price or the link or whatever for the buildings are on Facebook. I'll get the name of it and everything. If you want to know sooner than the next live stream, just pop something in the comments of this live stream and remind me, and I'll send you the link of some sort. They're all over, and like I said, for I don't know, they say 45 days. So if you get there and order it, and you wanted something, they could plop it down. And this was only because of rain and stuff. They couldn't paint, they couldn't finish, that type of stuff. Normally it would come, they'd set it down, an hour or two later, they're gone and it's done. So if you wanted a place like that, I mean, you could have it. I think the knockdown building was even quicker. I think Andrew got his. I don't know how long it took Craig. How long did it take you to order or to pay for your whatever or buy your knockdown and get it before they came out and started building it? I think the wood ones are quicker, put it that way. But like I said, that one guy, I'm kind of interested to go, and maybe I'll stop by there around the corner, the one that I told you when I went to actually look at this one. I said, hey, they're building them right there. So it's a whole brand new company. A little dehydrated or something. You can, let's see, with the bathroom I could, yeah, they do make them where they put the door when I Randy, when I do the video inside that deal, to get started on the build out or whatever. In that back corner where I've got the actual door, they put a little small bathroom in there. You can buy them like that, already set up, plumbed, everything. You just tie in the water and the sewage, and you're done. So I didn't want to take up the space in there. I could walk right out of the building, and I'm 10 steps to my bathrooms right here. So I didn't. I'd rather have the space. But yeah, you can. 5 days for delivery and construction. Wow, that's unbelievable. Yeah, see this one, and I don't know. This one seemed quite popular, and from the build quality and everything that I saw, it was one of the better ones. And they said 45 days to build it and deliver it. And I'm sure they gave themselves. He said he started building this thing 10 days ago. So I think they fudged and lied maybe just a little bit, which is okay, you know. But he's the only one. Like I said, when he had the heavy work or something, someone would help him for 10 minutes. But pretty much 10 days ago, he started building this thing by himself. Everything on there he did. So really a nice guy. Of course, I don't speak Thai, so I can't talk fluently to him. But he's a good dude. Hey, gorgeous, how you doing? Glad to see you. Hope everything's going well for you. Anyone know what a work is? I know. A rise 40 meters by 40 meters. A was. I've also seen through the job. No, I don't. I don't. Maybe somebody does. Everybody's saying good morning. Are you still? Where are you at now, gorgeous? Are you? Where'd you head? Chiang Mai? Chiang Rai? Can't remember. Korat? I'm horrible. Again, when I ask questions, don't feel obligated that you have to answer me. That's not a. You don't have to. Let's see. Are the pond filters in the? Yeah, the algae's okay. I don't mind the algae at all. But they are. I haven't cleaned the towers yet. They've been up and running for months and months and months. There's only one filter pad in there. The rest of it is ceramic biological. So they do need to, but a little bit of algae. I knock it off, and the fish eat it before it can to sink to the bottom. I don't have a string algae problem. I thought I was going to, but it 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 killed itself, which is good. They ate a lot of it too. And if you don't feed them extremely heavily, which I don't, because I'm not like trying to increase their size or anything. Yeah, I mean I want them to get bigger, but they graze on the side of the pond and the bottom continuously, and it's got a nice. What you want is a nice green, velvety, smooth layer of algae around, and that's like perfect. And right now it's perfect. The water's perfect. I've got oyster shells in the bottom there, which help with the a lot of materials that they need for the biological stuff to take effect. Like I used to had used to have to heavily add baking soda and stuff to stabilize the pH, and it also as the good bacteria is eating the ammonia and all that, they need that calcium and stuff in there. I haven't had to add hardly any recently. It takes a while for the oyster shells to start breaking down, and they'll last like a year or two before they completely decompose. But oyster shells is what I found to be the best way to go to keep minerals and everything in the water. It's good. You met a gorgeous lady from Surin. Cool. Are you in Surin or are you someplace else? They are all over the place. One more beautiful than the next, and at least with Isan women that I've met and talked to, Just some really good people. Like I said, there's always shit happens, right? Be smart, use your brain. You know, I try to tell everybody that you can come here though at 62, 63, 65, and your life isn't over, man. You can still have a good end of days, as I put it, and I'm living proof. So if anybody knows of anybody, have them hit me up. Come on a live stream. Get in contact with me because anything that I can do to help, I will most gladly do. Congrats. Cool. This one works out. Yeah, I mean, you got to keep going, right? Also, what is with the deeds, etc., full size paper, but the property is displays the size of a postage stamp. Can't even read the dimensions. I don't know, to tell you the truth, Ralph. I haven't seen the paperwork. My wife's got it. This land is her land. She bought it. How she bought it, I don't know. I still am in thorough amazement of what my wife was able to accomplish in her 38 years when I met her uh, to buy a piece of property, to buy a truck, to buy a scooter, to raise two children, to send them to private school in Bangkok, I mean, thorough amazement because they don't make any money. People here at a government job and you got good stuff, they make 20, 25, 30,000 baht a month. So, I mean, I think the norm is 20 divided by 34, $588 a month. And most other laborers are in the 400 baht, let's say times 5, 10, 15, 20 days a month is 8,000 baht a month, which translates to $235 a month. So that's why, I mean, when I do something like when the electrician gets done, he'll get a bonus. When the relative, the cousin that does all the work around there, I've given him 2 scooters now, and I find it hard not to. Like even when I got the work done on the bike, there's guys that put that front and rear camera on the Forza all day. 2 guys, 500 baht, $15. I couldn't walk away from there without giving them 1,000 baht. I mean, it's like 15 each. Okay. That's an hour in the States, people, what is minimum wage in the United States now? 12, 13, 15. I don't even know. I don't keep track because I really don't live there anymore. Do they complain about it? Hell no. Do they work hard? Hell yeah, they do. So I don't know. Like I said, gotta love Thailand, right? I mean, I do. People are fantastic. Like I said, if you're in Jantiam, oh, cool. I think it's a perfect place to be, especially if you're single or whatever. There's plenty of places in Jantiam that are off the beaten track, and you're close to the water. I'd love to be close to the water. That's my one that isn't met. But good. I'm glad to hear that. Good day, guys and gals. How you doing, Jack? Glad you could make it by. Hey, Mike, how are you? Minimum wage in Australia is 23 Australian dollars. Wow. It just thoroughly amazes me, man. I mean, even when the electric guy, and you'll see the work that he does, that he did on the pond, that he put the all my security cameras in, all the electrical stuff, all the solar stuff he's doing. You can tell by looking at it that the guy does clean work, and just not for very much money, even in skilled labor. Like I figure the guys that are out here that are coming to clean the air conditioners, I go, God, that's expensive, right? 500 baht, $15 an air conditioner. But when I think about it, I'm going, well, I'm just thinking about the average guy. They have to work all day for one deal. So I'm glad to actually see it. So it cost me, what is that, 2,500 baht? 5, 1, 2, 2,500 baht. I'm a mathematician. What you go, wow, for one day's work, and I think he has his wife come with him? I don't remember. He did do the install too. But that, that's the way my mind's working now. Is wow, that's a lot of money. It's like, geez, because even if you're doing that, he's probably spending an hour and a half, or it'll take him all day to clean the 5, so a couple hours. So was he making $7 an hour? Split with someone else, so I guess it's all relative again. But hey, Mac, I've been thinking about you for a while now. On last time that I talked to you, you had an infection. You were back in the hospital, and I haven't heard anything from you. Hey, Paul, how you doing? And you guys, John, please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Does live streams and stuff now. Has visited out here quite a bit, and I think you're planning on moving here eventually. Hey, Douglas, we pay our housekeeper $200 per day. She is happy. Yeah, it is. They are happy. And then the little bit that we do give them that extra smile on the face for whatever, I try to. I'm probably too generous in some eyes. Although I think I've spoiled my wife. She used to be, oh my God, that's a lot. Now it's not. Yeah, give them. So I think I've changed her in a bad way. Let's see, Mike saying, if you get an electrician to come out, it's about 150. Yeah, like it was for air conditioning too. We had a minimum deal and 1 hour minimum and a fee for. And when I stopped, I mean, if you had a specialty in HVAC, like I could do ammonia and stuff like that, which a lot of people, they don't like to do. It's dangerous as hell to work with. Or if you're working on big chillers, over $200 an hour, $250 an hour. And that was 10 years ago. So it's crazy, but they are getting. So I like to give it to them, and I won't work on my bike. I will do the bolt-on stuff because I kind of enjoy it, but the putting the cameras on, doing the electrical, the USBs, that kind of stuff, I'm not going to screw with, and I'm not going to do oil changes. Thanks, Dave. Yes, sir. Live in Thailand. Yeah, cool. I'm hoping. I think you're coming back soon, if I remember right. Let's see, Randy. I should be calling you next week and meet up as soon. And I'm going to Missouri for 2. So obviously you're not having an infection anymore, Robert. Unless he answered me. If I missed it, sorry, Robert. But I've been thinking about you ever since then, and I haven't quite caught up to you on a live stream or anything. So I hope everything's well. I'm looking forward to being. I've known Robert for a while now from YouTube, and I haven't had a chance to meet him face to face yet. He'd been gracious enough in the past. He's married to a nice lady from Vietnam, and he had offered me to come there and show me around and everything. Robert's one of the good ones. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to Robert Mac Media. And if he doesn't change it again, it'll be Robert Mac Media next week too. Robert's one of the good guys. Everybody on here is, even some people are, do stuff. I don't know. It's a whole different discussion. Maybe we'll have it one day on how you. It's hard. I mean, there's some people on YouTube are undesirable. Some people are undesirable to certain people, and that's just the way they are. They could be decent people, but if they don't like you, they could be nasty. And it's hard. I could ramble on about that, but I'm not going to get into it. I'm planning to go live soon. Just finished painting the whole inside of my rental house. Cool. I'll be looking forward to it. It'll probably be time that I'm asleep, but I will try to make it, Robert. But I'm hoping you must be well. So let's see. Douglas saying they charged me $400 to service out air cons. Nice month. Yeah, and this guy, he one of the people that work. He's somehow sort of family through work. I don't know, through my wife's work. So I don't ever mind paying. Like I said, $15. There's 2 of them that work on it. If they work an hour, they make $7.50 a piece. So my beautiful wife's walking around. Oh, she's cleaning. She's not feeling good today. So I will think. Hey, baby, what was the name of the knockdown building on Facebook? What is the name they went by? I Loft. I Loft. I think it's two words. ILOFT. Um, Check that out on Facebook. If someone wants to punch it in, that's still hanging around, and they can find it and put up a link to it. That would be awesome. I don't know if the people that were asking are still here, but we'll put up what we can. But from what I've seen, they do quality work. This guy's going to be here for 2 or 3 days, finishing up, and the stuff that he's doing, he's not just slapping anything together. He's doing a good job of it all. Hi, Dave. Sorry, the internet just came back on. How you doing, Joe? Glad to see you. If you guys like nice and tranquil meditation stuff, Joe's got a YouTube channel that he does that quite well. I enjoy watching, although I don't comment on them. And I should tell you guys, because I'm horrible about it. So I watch Chuck's videos pretty much every day and Joe's. Some of them I'll comment on and some I don't. Even if you put "Hi guys" or "Great video" or "Hello," whatever, it helps their algorithm or whatever, from what I understand. And we're growing. I mean, it's like, what are we at? Let me go over here. 2016. So we went over the 2000. I should have probably done a bigger deal on the congratulations to everybody out there. But it's been steadily growing. So maybe people are liking the live stream, or maybe they're liking some of the building content out again. But either way, we're meeting new people and finding good people, and that's what it's all about, to me anyway. So thanks, everybody. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Doesn't cost anything, in case you were wondering. Rain in Seattle. It's been raining here, man, every day in the later part of the day. So hopefully, I don't even know if they're probably here, the solar people. But he was going to go up, and the way this guy works, I'm sure he'll get all of them up there and on the roof today. I wouldn't doubt it. So. And then I have to decide, which I pretty much already decided to do the other side, but I want to see if I'm going to go with those. I think I'm going to try those double-sided China panels. Like I said, one side's got a defect, but the other side's perfectly fine, never been used, in perfect shape, and they're like a third of the cost, because the panels aren't cheap, 6,000-7,000 baht a piece. So it's not like they're inexpensive. Again, it's all relative, but I think I'll try them, and these are the one that I bought is they're starting to get the B cells for the lithium ion phosphate, whatever they are, batteries, and they're building them here in Thailand. So this one here is they're selling them on Lazada. The guy is getting B cell, I think. I don't think they're anything more than B cell grade. So they'll go 6,000, 7,000 cycles, and then they're down to 80%. So things will work forever. And the reason, anyway, let me rant first here. So they're building them here in Thailand, which I like. So, but what I was going to say is the reason I went this way instead of hooking it up to the grid, because you can get somebody to come in and install a grid-tied 5K system for 170, 165,000. But I like the idea. See, I've got koi fish and I got ponds, and I don't like being without air conditioning. So when I get both systems on, and I'll have 400 amp hours on each system, I should be able to run the house. We figured it out. It was 4 kW running 2 air conditioners and lights and refrigerator and all that during the day. I should be able to go with those 4 at least 8 hours, maybe longer. We'll do a test too. That'll either carry me through a night, which is fine. That's awesome. Or during the day, if we have power outages here, is pretty common in Thailand. But they're not. Most of them aren't real long. 2 hours, 3 hours, an hour, maybe 4 or 5 hours at the most. So I won't even notice it. I mean, it'll switch over. My internet will be back. All my power will be on. It'll be awesome. I think it's the way to go. And I'll find out all the payback and all that kind of stuff in case anybody's interested. I haven't talked to Bobby, but I know that he was interested in it. So I'll see how they'll be the guinea pig, see how this works, and then I'll turn him on to my guy and put in over there because I know he was interested in doing it. I also had a family, brothers, friends, and blank. So I'm glad everybody's talking to each other. When I ramble, it makes it easier for me. 39 days, Joe. And where are you going? Where are you going in Thailand? John Tiem, I'm gathering. I'm guessing. You might be going to the island, though. Let's see. I went to World Fair in 1960 in Seattle. Robert, you're showing your age, man. Today's under 2 years. That's good. At least it's out there. If you can do it one day earlier, again, if you have the money and the way to retire. I don't want anybody to ever come back to me and say, I saw this guy on there and he said I could just retire. No. I said retire as soon as you can, as long as you feel comfortable with the money that you have to retire. So please get that right. But if you can, 1 day earlier, I would do. And Thailand, like I said, I think it's a place you got to check out. I don't know, man. If you're coming with any kind of intent to meet up with somebody, your significant other has passed, and life seems like it's over. You're 65, and you're just waiting around to croak. You don't have to. And if you're coming here and you can meet people whatever way you want to. I think the best way to meet somebody is through a friend. That's the way I did it, and I think that's the best way. But there's nothing wrong with the dating sites and all that kind of stuff. Just be smart. Like I said, if you've talked to them for 30 seconds and they're asking you for money, it's time to go on to the next one. And there are plenty here that will scam you. Sure, there are abundance of them that are looking for a relationship and have a heart this big, and you give this much and they give this much. If you find the right one, it's exceptional. So life doesn't have to be over at 65. You can come there, and if you've got and if you're comfortable and you want to have a place, I would say if you're coming here single, just rent. I wouldn't buy. If you want to buy a condo, you put it in your name, then that's fine. I feel comfortable with everything through my wife's name. So that doesn't matter to me. But, when you're in that position, if they've got family land, like I said, this over 200 square meter house in Ubon, I'm going to try to build for $45,000, under $1.5 million. So if they've got family land that was given to my wife, or given to us, but it's hers, and to Rye, it's going to be a nice little place. And it's basically, I'm doing that for them. That's for the kids and everybody here in Thailand. My mother-in-law and father-in-law, that's her sister up the road, and her uncle that is, or her brother-in-law that's basically overlooking everything that's being built there. She can go up there. They can stay in the house for 3 or 4 days and visit and air conditioning and whatever they want to do, watch TV and have the internet and, the modern conveniences. And I don't know what I'm going to do about solar there. It all depends on what money is available. And because I am going to have the one cousin is going to be in that back apartment living there. So it probably wouldn't be, to put a small system in probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So we'll see what happens with that. Hey, Mark, good day, Thailand. How you doing, brother? I hope you're well. I got to go and see. You're not here, right? When are you going to be in Thailand? You might be here. I'm horrible. Mark was one of the first ones that I went over when Mitch came in. I met over in in John TM area. When I first when he was when we met up, he was one of the first ones I met. So I want to get back and see Mark again. 2 weeks time. Okay, cool. I will definitely. If I got this, I want to. I'm going to make my way over when you're in town this time. Over there, we'll go out and have lunch or something. It's kind of hard too because I feel weird with people, especially when they're coming in and out of the country, whether and they have a significant other here, which Mark does. I feel like I feel like I don't feel right going over and go. You want to go have lunch when you could be spending time with your beautiful wife and your child? Um, so it makes it kind of tough. But I know Mark doesn't care. He does what he needs to do first, which is always a good thing. But he's here for quite a while when he comes, so it doesn't make it as hard as if he's just in town for or anybody. So then you can think about it when you're doing it. If you've got people coming in and out of town, I mean, if they got a significant other, they're only here for 3 days. I mean, I wouldn't go, hey, we need to meet up. No, we'll need to meet up when you move here, I guess. But again, Mark's one of the good guys. Well, good. Let me know when you're around. I missed it last time. We getting back to and I didn't. Did I miss Joe? Of course, I rambled, and I asked you where you're going to stay, and you probably answered me, and I didn't see it. So I don't know if you were going to go to the island or whether you were going to go to John TM or something. I'll be free for a late lunch during the week. As busy this trip as no. Well, yeah, and you're almost. When are you done? The end of this year, or before the end of this year? In case you guys aren't Mark retired and then unretired. They dangled the almighty uh, fruit in front of him, and I don't blame him. I kind of blamed him a little bit in the beginning, saying life's too short, but after the situation and talking to him more in depth on what he was doing, it was he definitely, as far as I'm concerned now, made the right decision. But I think he's going to. I think he's going to be done this year. Definitely through a few nights in a sweatbox in a hotel around. Well, yeah, let me know for sure. Uh, hey, Andrew, how you doing? Yeah, I asked Robert about that too because the last time that I had really saw him and talked to him in a chat somewhere, he was in the hospital or something with an infection. So he just painted his apartment and all that kind of stuff and is heading to Missouri. So I'm sure he's doing better. I'm staying in Bangkok for 2 weeks, then Pattaya to turn Muay Thai and headed to Surin for a weekend. Yeah. Anytime. You're always welcome here for sure. For sure. Muay Thai. There's what you need. But yeah, so I don't know. Things are going good. I'd like to get the trailer is my biggest jonesing right now. I got two, I should say. I'd like to get into that room outside and get moved out there, and get a new desk and get everything that I want set up and everything, TV and all that kind of crap. And I got to get a TV for the trailer too, and that's probably going to be a smaller one, obviously. But I'm really those two things I'd like to, and I want to get the. So I guess I'm jonesing for it all. I'd like to get the solar online. I'd like to see it getting free energy, that makes me smile. Everybody's saying, yeah, Robert's going to be doing a live stream. And I guess you're like let's see, coming soon. Is that like within the next couple of hours or within the next few days? Paul's back. And I don't know if you answered me either, Paul, on are you still teaching or are you entering your new phase of your life? I got to start learning how to. Hey, Did you have the hitch installed in Storm Track? Ford told us that as long as they install the hitch, the warranty is good. They don't even offer to install it in Surin. So maybe I should check with a Ford dealer someplace else and see if they'll do it maybe in Buriram. It seems like the stuff I really like. The guy that sold the deal. He's kind of a dork, you know. I mean, he did okay and everything, but he didn't have the answers to anything. And I think part of it was because of the language barrier. But if they had told you that, I need to get a hold of a Ford dealer then, or I need to get a hold of them and tell them what you said and have them verify it. But I tried to order with it, and they didn't offer that. So if that's coming from Ford, granted Ford in Thailand, but they're not offering it, then something's wrong. I don't know, but I need to check into it because if I can have it done by somebody that they will absolutely cover the warranty, I would, even if I got to pay 5,000 baht more for it, I'd rather do that. So the Ford where, let me know where, Douglas, and just so I have some. I won't give any names. I won't give your name, but I will say a friend talked to so and so and this Ford dealer, and this is what they told him. So why in the hell are you telling me that you can't put it on, and that if I put it on, that it'll void my warranty? So if you would do that, I would appreciate it. I won't use your name. Let me get another drink. I think I was out in the sun. Feel like I'm dehydrated. We will have a day. Oh, that's right. June 24th for the test rides and lunch. They install a under bumper towing hitch. All right. Yeah. If you could get me the name and the and a number, Douglas, that would be great of where I could call and talk to that Ford dealer or whoever they are. And maybe they can point me into the right direction. Or hell, if I've got to come there and they'll do it, I might consider doing that too. So if you can give me the name and a phone number, I'd appreciate it, brother. Yeah, because and they might know. And like I said, this Ford dealer for some reason just doesn't blow my skirt up. It I don't know. They just, how do I put it nicely? I think there are better Ford dealers in Thailand than the one that we have here in Surin. I don't want to be too. I don't want to go to jail. Let's see. Under the bumper, yeah, the ones that I looked at. This one is actually called Ford something in Korat, and they show pictures of all their stuff as Fords. It looked like the way that they do it is they just slide a deal in and they just bolt them in underneath with the receiver and a hole to put the plug. So, but yeah, I would. They were from Chiang Mai. Okay, there can't be. Well, I know there's more than one here, but I'll find them. I'll find them, and if not, I'll call. I don't know. I don't know who I'll call. I'll try Chiang Mai first, and see what they say. Hopefully, they got someone there that speaks English. If not, and then I got to get my sabai. So then when they tell me, oh, they should have never told you that. They should do it. They do it right from the factory. Then I'll be a little cranky. So I'll have to really calm down. But anyway, how long have we been going? Almost an hour and 20 minutes. We still got almost 18. We did have 20. I must have chased a couple people away. But I think I'm going to probably end the live stream here pretty soon. I want to go out and see what the guys doing on the building, what they're doing over here, and they got 5 things going on here at the same time. But I will be doing another live stream in 2 days. Today is Monday, so Wednesday for sure. I will try to iLoft is the name of that place. I will try to have the information on them. But I know they have a Facebook page, and that's where we saw them. So I'll try to get the actual link up to it, which will make it easier for everybody. And again, as I end this, I have to come over here to and say that both the intro and the outro to my live streams, Richard of Richard Travels. If you're not subscribed, I would encourage you to. He did them for me for free, and Richard's a good guy. I know he watches occasionally. Hi, Richard. Hi, Richard's mom. Hope everything's going well for you, brother. And I guess that's it. I guess let me go over and get to the right thing. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. And I will hope that you have, or I wish that you have, a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. And I will catch you on the next one.